Shalom, Mark. Shalom, Maki. Shalom, what's the word, man? Yahweh Shem El Shah, Bashar, Kakadash, Barakatham. What's good? Con. Got to, bro. Got to. Shalom, bro. Lord willing, shit, I hit you up before y'all hit camp today. But hey, we'll hop straight into it, man. A little pressed for time, so a little news update. Hit a couple news articles, or hit a video or so, and of course get into the scriptures, man. But as you see from the title, it says what comes after peace and safety. You see, and that's the vibe that's been pushed out since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris got into office, man. That since they've been sworn in, you see, and the so-called talks that's been going around is that everything will get better, because Joe got in office, Shalom to the big Brahma on the body, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashar Kakadash Barakatah. You see, but it's been talks, everything will get better, build back better, America is back. You see, because of Joe Biden. Well, look, I wouldn't get too happy if I was the U.S. citizens, man. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris being sworn into office shouldn't make you happy, shouldn't make you rejoice, man. Because hey, after peace and safety, as the scripture is gonna say, is what is sudden destruction, man, and that's what we're looking forward to. That's what we're looking forward to. Before I get into the lesson, I'm gonna go ahead and I got a couple articles I want to touch on, and I also got a video or two I'm gonna go ahead and play, but I want to play this first real quick. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. I think this is the one, Salaki. That are just shooting out from the Lincoln Memorial. All right, yeah, those lights. All right, let me share my screen. I found it. All right, here we go. Couple videos, couple articles though. But here it is. Let me see if y'all can see it good. Okay, Con, I'm gonna make it big then. Shit, we'll get into it. I don't hold y'all too long. There we go. All right. So this is a video, right? Of when Joe Biden got sworn into office, and as you see from the title, it says cringe alert from RT. Cringe alert, US media couldn't hide its joy at President Biden's arrival, man. You see, even the other news stations was reporting on this, but let's go ahead and play the vid. Just to see the excitement of these people, man. Lights that are just shooting out from the Lincoln Memorial along the reflecting pool. It's like almost extensions of Joe Biden's arms embracing America.
Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Mr. President, how are you feeling?
박명성 3호 2호기 위성 발사 성공.
An awesome 13-year-old boy appeared in Wednesday night's primetime inaugural special. Braden Harrington bonded with Joe Biden on the campaign trail. You know him. You remember him.
He's amazing. Yeah,
amazing.
He loves to be, to meet people and to.
Well, there's a reason he got into politics. He's all about the grip and grin, and happy to mix it up with folks as they take these final steps.
앞으로 사태가 어떻게 번져지겠는가 하는 것은 누구도 예측할 수 없다.
To see Twitter and social media blow up with this exuberance, this celebration, it reminded me of like celebration of a good time, right? When America felt good, when
you hear that, huh? You hear that? From because of Joe Biden, just another Edomite that have been sworn into office, right? Which we gonna touch on that a little bit. He swore into office on the Bible, which you ain't see even supposed to swear, especially on the Bible. But right after that, he backdoored and went and signed some new laws in the place for homosexuals, man, which clearly is against the Bible. But again, we know Edomites to be hypocrites. But look at the excitement from these people is what I want to get at, man. This is an example of peace and safety, man. This is an example of the idea of healing Babylon, man. Right? Play it and we'll get into the
With
scriptures.
this exuberance, this celebration, it reminds
Braden Harrington.
Yep.
Bonded with Joe Biden on the campaign trail. You know him. You remember
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah,
amazing.
He loves to be, to meet people and to.
Well, there's a reason he got into politics. He's all about the grip and grin and happy to mix it up with folks as they take these final steps.
앞으로 사태가 어떻게 번져지겠는가 하는 것은
Got Moab excited.
예측할 수 없다.
to see Twitter and social media blow up with this exuberance, this celebration. It reminded me of like celebration of a good time, right? When America felt good, when democracy felt good.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear. We have held our breath for this day, not to celebrate the achievement of one man, but just to know that we could do it without interference. That the Constitution remains our guiding set of principles.
They had the slow family. Look, they had the slow family walk up the stairs so you could get the little, the view.
But just to know that we could do it without interference.
Look.
That the Constitution remains our guiding set of principles.
Hey, but you get it though, you see? But look, that's an example. That's an example of peace and safety, man. Right? Now I'm gonna hop into the scripture real quick and we'll get some more articles and some more videos. But this is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come up as a thief in the night," man. So the Apostle Paul is saying, look, I don't have to warn y'all brothers about what time we in. I don't have to tell y'all to get ready and get y'all mind right. He said, why? Because y'all already know perfectly. Y'all brothers already on y'all watch. Y'all paying attention. You see? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, like we just seen in the video when it started off, when they said the lights that was shooting out was like Joe Biden arms. Let's see if I can get that again, man. Talking about it was Joe Biden arms hugging America or something like that. Right? But that's it. Man, hold on my screen. What the fuck? Hey, something happened to my screen, man. My shit just went black. Hey, y'all can still see me? No. Shit, I might have to end it. I can't even my screen black, man. Man, look at that shit. Hold on. So like I might have to end it and come back on. Yeah, I can't even see nothing. I can see y'all brothers' comments and stuff on my phone, but my screen black, man. Look, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get out, man. I might have to just come back on Salaki. All right, man. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just clicking stuff on my thing, but I don't see exactly where I'm going. It's all good, man. I just try to turn my computer off and get back on. Salaki, I'm gonna try to hop back on. All right, we good? Y'all can still hear me? Okay, come, we good. Call all you, how about you, out shot, man? All right, come, let me get back into it, man. Salaki.
Joe Biden's arms embracing America.
All right, here it is.
Shooting out from the Lincoln Memorial along the reflective pool. It's like almost extensions of Joe Biden's arms embracing America.
Mr. President! Mr. President!
But you see, it's like Joe Biden's arms embracing America, man. Well, what the scripture say right here? 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, right? Peace and safety as the title. What comes after this? Well, let's read on and find out. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, man. So that's what we should be expecting next, man. Sudden destruction. Now that could come in many ways. You see, whether it be a false flag or whether the Most High do something to push Esau's hand, man, right? To force Esau to make a move, you know. Also sudden destruction. You see in a way, and that's also something I want to touch on this lesson with that Operation Warp Speed, man. You know, Joe Biden said he want to vaccinate 100 million Americans in 100 days, and he have started that, man. Right? And with that, the military, or the National Guard and FEMA, they gonna be the ones distributing this vaccination. And it ain't gonna come nicely, man. Right? But we'll get into it. But it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief, man. Because we paying attention, you know. Hey, the Lord gave us signs to look for, and we have been seeing them, right? He gave us the proper teachers, you see, and they have been prophesying and teaching us, man, right? So we know clearly the times that we are in. It says, ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, man. You see, it says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, man. You know, but let me see what brothers got. Ecclesiastes, and shalom to everybody tuning in. Yahabashima Shabakatham. This is the brother Kabal. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It said, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart. And again, when going back to ancient Babylon, man, dealing with Belshazzar, when they had the Most High, let me snag it real quick. When they had the Most High vessels and drinking out the Most High vessels, right? They was doing what? In the house of mirth, man. In the house of feasting. And what happened? Destruction came unto them. Well, they got their rulership taken away. Real quick, just to prove that. This is Daniel 5:1. Belshazzar the king made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords and drank wine before the thousands. And Belshazzar, while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the golden and silver vessels which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple, which was in Jerusalem, that the king and his princes and his wives and his concubines might drink that night. Right? It says, verse 4, they drank wine and praised the gods of gold and silver and brass, of iron and wood and stone, man. And the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand and wrote over against the candlestick. So the same hour they was partying, living it up, right? Enjoying themselves. It says the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote. Verse 25, and this is the writing that was written. Many, many tickle you farsing. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Most High have numbered thy kingdom and finished it, man. So while America going back to peace and safety and happy because of Biden, they just don't know the Most High have numbered the kingdom and finished it. It's over. You at your end. You at your end. Yeah, like I said in Job, the Most High already said bounds that you can't pass. And they know that because the scripture says, Revelation 12, that the devil come down with great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. Right? And it says, Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and are found wanting. And Perez, thy kingdom is divided. And America is divided, right? In so many ways, and given it to the Medes and the Persians. But hey, this kingdom now is given unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Right? And if you go down, it says that same night Belshazzar was put to death. But you see, I just want to get that real quick to show as they was partying and drinking wine, living it up. In other words, peace and safety, like things was all good, sudden destruction came, man. They lost their rulership that fast. Well, that's what we coming. We are upon them times right now, man. Right? As people saying peace and safety from Joe Biden or Kamala, everything will get better. Well, the only thing to look forward to is peace, sudden destruction. Right? I got a article I want to go into real quick. Let me pull it up. And I got another video, I believe, but I got like 2 or 3 articles. You want to hit on some current news, man, right? Because this is one of the first things that Joe Biden did when he got in office. Let me share my screen again. And the law gonna have to see him for that, man. All right, here we go. So, so this is a little article on from Huffington Post, right? Huff Post, and this was put out January 1st on the 20th, right? So it says Biden signs executive order enhancing LGBTQ protections on day 1. So this man is sworn in on the Bible, but right after that, you go clearly against the Bible and make rights for what the Heavenly Father said to be against. So it says the order tells federal agencies to apply discrimination protections to sexual orientation and gender identity, a stark reversal from Trump's administration, man. You know, it says on his first day in office, President Joe Biden issued an executive order strengthening anti-discrimination protections from the LGBTQ community, marking a quick turnaround from the Trump administration policy. It says under the new executive guidance, federal agencies are to assume that laws forbidding discrimination apply to sexual orientation and gender, not just race, religion, sex, and national origin, man. So now you can't tell these people now, like you had Nancy Pelosi say, you can no longer call a policeman a policeman. You shouldn't have man at the end, just say police, right? Sooner or later, go take out saying sir and ma'am. You see? But that's what they trying to do. In other words, you can't come up against their agenda, man. They making laws for it. That's why it says unrighteous decrees, man. The Lord clearly said to be against this, not to promote it. Now, and as we come up against it and rebuke it, right? Now under their censorship laws and movement, right? And vibe they trying to push, that's another way of hushing up the prophets, man. Because we prophesy against these wicked acts, man. And they go say is what? We inciting violence, inciting discrimination or whatever against the LGBTQ community, man. But we see this is all what is coming to. It says the measure, right here, it says the measure was part of a slew of orders Biden signed shortly after his swearing in both as substantive and symbolic rebuke of the Trump era. It says the order suggests that enforcement agencies under Biden will be open to pursuing discrimination complaints on behalf of LGBTQ people in a way the Trump administration was not, man. You know how you got them Edomite women back in the day in slavery, they, say something like Emmett Till, he so-called whistled at a white woman and he was put to death. Well, that's what it's going to be now. You know, back in the day, you couldn't say nothing to a so-called white woman or you was going to be killed, thrown in jail, whatever, hung. Well, today, you can't say nothing against the LGBTQ is what they're trying to push, man. Right? It says the Human Rights Campaign called it the most substantive, wide-ranging executive order concerning sexual orientation and gender identity ever issued by a U.S. president, man. And that's to tell you, that's another example. Let's get into some scriptures because that's another example that I should say another reason that this place should be destroyed, man. Right? Let me grab this real quick. This is let me see, right. Revelation 11:8, real quick. Because also we know it had a Sodom and Gomorrah before, and we know what they was known for, right? Homosexuality, and look what happened to it. But today you have a modern day Sodom, man, which is America. But the same thing that happened to Sodom, it was destroyed by fire. It must happen to America. But this is coming right after we see they are celebrating peace and safety, man. You know, it can only get worse from here, but let me snag this real quick. Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. And this great city is that same great city and same Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, so on and so forth within these scriptures, man. The last great kingdom or empire to rule before the Israelites rule, which is currently being ruled by the Edomites, the so-called white people. So it says, and their dead bodies, talking about the Israelites' dead bodies spiritually, shall lie in the street of the great city of America, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, man. So America is spiritual Sodom. Why? Because of what we just read about Joe Biden, man. He's promoting homosexuality. And it's just one of many. This is just one of many. And why I'm bringing this one out, because, of course, he just sworn in on the Bible. But not just that, the one of the first executive order, and they saying probably the most important one that he signed was enhancing LGBTQ protection laws. Come on, man. You see? But this is Sodom, man. This is the modern day Sodom, because America is doing the same thing as Sodom did as well, protecting homosexuals. Let's get that in the scriptures. This is 2nd Ezra 2. 2nd Ezra 2 and 8. It says, woe be unto thee, Ashur. And you know, America have many code names, right? Because they are likened or come in that same spirit of maybe empires that have ruled in the ancient world, man. Because America got all its ways from ancient empires, man. Right? So it says, woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's saying right here, woe be unto this place. Why? Because it hide unrighteous people within it. And it's asking, you remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah? Now, I got to be bringing up Sodom and Gomorrah for a reason, because most likely, if it's bringing up Sodom and Gomorrah, this place doing the same thing. Right? It says, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in clouds of pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith Yahweh power, man. But I want to get this real quick, because we see this is laws and protection, right, to enhance the LGBT community, right? Now I want to share my screen, because it says right here in this verse, woe unto thee, thou that hidest the unrighteous people in it. Now I just want to go to a quick Google definition of that word hide, right? Just doing a little, a little studying, a little research. Now check this out. Let me share my screen with y'all. Now check this definition of hide out, right? Hold on. All right, here we go. So this is hide on Google. Let me make sure it's sharing. Okay, so it says hide. What it says right here? Use someone or something to do what? To protect oneself from criticism or punishment. You see? So America is doing what? Hiding the unrighteous in it, man. Protecting the unrighteous, man. Making laws for the wicked. That's why it says when a violent man is exalted. No, it says in Psalms, the wicked walk on every side when a violent man is exalted, man. This place needs to be destroyed. How you go come against righteousness, but you promote wickedness, man? Like it says in, I believe, Job, even the light here is as darkness, man. As great darkness itself, But it says right here, again, a definition of hide. It says to use someone or something to protect oneself from criticism, man. And what did Joe Biden do? Right? What did Joe Biden do? It says Biden signs. Let me go back to that. All right, here we go. All right, so it says Biden signs executive order enhancing LGBTQ protections on day one, man. So America is hiding the unrighteous within it. In other words, it's protecting it, man. But the Lord says, woe be unto thee, assure thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in the clouds of pitch and heap of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith Yahweh power, man. You see? So this is what's coming. And look, Joe Biden and the Edomites, they know that destruction is nigh, man. They know it's almost over. They know their time to rule is almost up out of here, man. Right? And that brings me to this in Revelation. This Revelation 12 and 12. Now I want to get into Joe Biden, how he go come down with that great rap. And we hope it's him. Because from the looks of it, hey, it is him. Right? The military already set up. They flew the military, 25,000 to DC. They didn't just leave after the inauguration. As soon as it was over, they said, all right, everybody in the military, pack up and go back to where you came. No, they still here, man. They came in for a reason. It wasn't just because of an inauguration. You know, you got military not just in DC, man, but they're being stationed for a reason. Because they're going to be the ones who are going to distribute this vaccine, man. Right? You know, because right now, hey, you know, they speaking like a lamb, but now it's time for this dragon to show that it's truly a dragon, man, to show his horns. But let me get this real quick. But I got a quick precept. Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 6. It says, when the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities. And that righteous man is talking about Lot. It says, of whose wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoke of is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness. Because you look at Sodom and Gomorrah today, it's done with nothing growing, no fruit growing, no leaves, trees, plants, flowers, nothing growing in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Right? It says it's a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul, for regarding not wisdom, talking about Lot's wife, for regarding not wisdom, that they got not only this hurt, right, that they knew not the things which were good, but also left behind them to the world a memorial of their foolishness, man. And that's what we're seeing today. America, Esau said he wising it down. You doing all this research, you should have done the research that showed all that proved why Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed, man. It said in Peter, he left it as an ensample, man. You know? But again, you feel me? Esau, he don't follow rules. He don't follow the protocol, man. It says, so that in the things wherein they offended, they could not so much as be hid, but wisdom delivereth from pain those that attend unto her, man. You see? Right. That is all you can find that sofa, man. Right? Because, hey, again, that was an example for what's going to come. Now, what America going to be after it get destroyed, man? Like I said, a desert, man. The same thing as Sodom and Gomorrah, but greater. You see? And again, Esau knows it's coming to that. That's why he got to move. That's why Joe Biden so adamant with saying, look, I'm moving quick. As soon as the inauguration was over, he started signing shit. He moving quick. Why? Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. And when it's talking about a devil, it ain't talking about a red man underground with a pitchfork. You see, this devil right here is talking about the so-called white man, because in 2 Thessalonians 2, it says that the spiritual demon Satan, who's on the left-hand side of the Most High in the heavens, he have a physical counterpart pushing out his works on the earth, just like the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father is on his throne in heaven. Yahweh Shai is on his right-hand side in the heavens. And the prophets, the believers, we are doing the right-hand works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on earth. Well, Satan and his people doing the same thing by way of Esau. Real quick, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. I'm going to start at, 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. And who's the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4, the Edomites. And they are being revealed right now, right? Their lies being exposed, their witchcraft being exposed, right? They tricks ain't working no more. Their agenda being exposed, the mark of the beast, what it is, the vaccine ain't for your health. right? Everything is coming out on this devil, man, and he can't take it. That's why he want to censor the prophets, take us off the tube, man, off the internet. But it says, and this shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him, right? The wicked, right? Even whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And that's another reason we shouldn't believe Joe Biden. You see, he's not the great white hope. There's no great white hope for so-called white people, man. Right? But it says the devil know that he got but a short time, right? Let me snag this real quick. I think I got another video, right? Because if you look at, let me get this article before I get that video. So this was on a Boston Herald, right? I'm gonna share my screen with y'all again. This is on a Boston Herald going into Joe Biden. Speaking of his vaccination, how he want to roll it out, right? But this is what he likened it unto. Vaccine rollouts. Now, vaccines supposed to be for your health, right? Right? Supposed to be for your health. But he likened it unto a wartime effort. Why would he do that? Why would Joe Biden do that? Liking something that's for your health unto a wartime effort, man. Because they're going to use who? The warriors, which is their military, right? At a quick pace, you see? With they power behind them, they weapons, right? And to distribute these vaccines, man. And we don't know what's going to happen from here on out. Again, that's why we got to watch and see. Because again, at any time, Esau can have a false flag. Why they're going to have to, it's going to have to be, they're going to have to make a move off impulse, an emergency move, man. For example, they can say, well, look, the 100 million vaccines, 100 days, we're going to do that, right? But it might have to say a false flag. Now they gotta say, well, emergency, we gotta do this and that, military troops out. We don't know, man. That's the excitement of it. The Lord got us, you watching a movie, you on the edge of your seat, man. You into it. Well, as we watching this movie, we into it because we want to see what's gonna come next, man. Right? But let's get into it. It says, so this is Boston Herald. This is a fairly new article. I don't see okay, here it is. I don't see the date on here. All right, so January 21st, 2021, which was yesterday, I believe, 1 or 2 days ago. So it says Biden C-19 virus plan, right? It says a wartime effort to boost vaccine supplies. And that's another thing. I've been seeing a lot of articles going into how it's been a lack of vaccines, man. So that's another thing they're reporting on. It ain't enough vaccines. They running out of them. So what's a solution, in other words, that could be a solution? The chip. The chip. You see? Who knows? But we'll see. But let's get into it. So it says President Biden is cracking down on mask wearing and stepping up federal efforts to produce and distribute the CV vaccines as part of a wartime effort to battle the deadly disease. So it ain't a game. They got to go to war with it. And who is the disease? And what does this disease go into? People, right? So-called people, right? So if they coming against a disease that's in the people, then who they go come against? The people, man. Whether you already got it, that's why they go have you get what's the word? Quarantine. You have to quarantine. Now you seeing brothers been doing lessons how they got the concentration camp set up, man. Vaccination C-19 is stupid how we got to do all kind of code names. We can't. It's crazy, man. But Apostle Hall, just went into a lesson. Watch what we say. You see, but they already got the concentration camps for the so-called sickly of the ones who got the virus, man. They gonna try to put the people away. It says Biden on Thursday laid out his new national strategy for combating the CV as he warned the nation's death toll could exceed 500,000 next week. He signed 10 executive orders aimed at boosting the nation's testing and vaccine distribution. So they was aimed at this. Order specifically for pushing this vaccine out, getting into these people's bodies. It says increasing travel safety and getting students back into classrooms. For the past year, we couldn't rely on the government, on the federal government, to act with the urgency and focus and coordination that we needed. And we have seen the tragic cost of that failure. So in other words, they're saying why we seeing so many deaths is because they move fast enough. They didn't have an urgency about them. So that's why we lost so many lives. It says, but Biden said on his first full day in office to a nation waiting for action, let me be clear on this point. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Let me get a quick scripture, because what they said about when your enemy come to you with help, man. Right? When the enemy come to you with help. This is Sirach 12, real quick. And we're going to get back into it. So Biden talking about help on the way, right? So this is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? You got some iron eventually that is going to rust over time. Well, the same thing with our enemies, man. You know, they might seem nice at first, seem like they want to help you, but over time, just like that rust, over time, their wickedness will show. Right? It says, though he humble of himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Wiped away. At the end of the day, when you truly listen to what these Edomites saying, listen to what Biden's saying, you're gonna know, man, this man's still a devil at the end of the day. He ain't here for your betterment, man. It says, let me hop down to the point that I wanted to get. Verse 16, it says, a enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined of how to overthrow thee into a pit. That's what Biden said. He said right here, what? Let me be clear. Help is on the way, man. Help is on the way. But right here it says he imagined to overthrow you within. Like it says, his words are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Hey, exactly. War was in his heart, because look what he named it. A wartime effort. He told them, how you talking about helping people? You know, helping their health, that they don't get a disease, but you liken it to a wartime effort, man. Because why? He want to overthrow you. It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, right? Joe Biden, right? And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee, man. You see, he gonna supplant you, man. An example of that, they said, well, and I think it's in one of these articles, I'm gonna get the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. These are the people who need to be helped the most, because they just dying left and right. And it's funny they say that, because they showed a video with pictures of people in America who died from the virus, right? Now the majority of those pictures was white people. But hold on, I thought blacks and Hispanics was dying the most. But that's the thing. He gonna use that to say, look, I know y'all suffering and dying from this virus. Let me help you. I got this vaccine for you. Let me help you. But he dare to undermine you, man. It says he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. You know, his horns gonna show in that day, you know. But let's continue on with this article. And we'll, you know, get a couple more articles and videos, and you know, not that much, but we'll hop into it. Shouldn't be that long. But it says right here, Biden greenlit the Defense Production Act to boost production of vaccines and supplies like syringes and masks as part of a full-scale wartime effort to address supply shortages. You see, so they're having supply shortages, man. It says that to help meet his goal of administering 100 million vaccines in 100 days, effectively of inoculating about 50 million people. This will be one of the greatest operational challenges our nation has ever undertaken, and I'm committed to getting it done. So he really about that, man. You know, Joe Biden all the way in. right? All the way in. It says the president reiterated his goal of opening 100 federally supported vaccination centers within the next month. What is that, man? In other words, that's a a cute way of saying a concentration camp, man. Right? Now, of course, that's what it's going to lead to, because they're going to have centers where you can come get vaccinated. But then, because right now, look, again, you have to look at the track record of the so-called white man to see what he going to go to. Look how he came when this virus first popped off, right? Now, he said with the mask, he said it was an option, right? Optional. You don't have to wear it in the stores. You can if you wanted to. But now you go into stores, before you even walk in on the door, it got a whole loose leaf paper, whatever that says, don't come in without a mask. No mask, no service. Now it's mandatory. Once upon a time, it was optional, but now it's mandatory. The same thing is going to be for these vaccines, man. Right now, it's optional, but it's going to be mandatory, man. Because again, it's optional right now while nothing is happening. But once a contraction comes, like I said, plays or liken it to a woman in pregnancy. Once another contraction comes, he gonna have to change his tune in that day. Again, it might be an emergency thing where he say, "Fuck it, it ain't no longer optional. Everybody gotta get it. Something might happen, man." You see? Well, something gotta happen because again, hey, it's like we go from glory to glory. We get built up, learn, go to the next step in the ministry. Well, that's the same thing with this. You go to the next step. We ain't just gonna be quarantining forever and lockdowns and some people working, some people not. Businesses 80%, and this the outside part 50%. This business still open, but it just closed a little early. No, now it's time to go to the next step. We was in this stuff before this, it was smaller shit, but now it's time to go to that next step. What's after the 70% in restaurants? You see? What's after the optional vaccines, man? Right? Shit, we already went through the majority of this for a couple months now. Now the so-called white man is ready to go to that next step in this agenda, man. Right? They put a new man in office. It's time to go to that new step, man. But it says the president reiterated his goal of opening 100 federally supported vaccination centers within the next month. 100 in a month? That's called, like they say, rapid warp speed, or AKA the devil know that he got but a short time. It says that he directed the Federal Emergency Management Agency to establish a CV-19 liaison for each state to help maximize cooperation with the feds. A message welcomed by Massachusetts officials. It's a tough word for me. It says and I ain't gonna read the whole thing, because I got some other stuff. Where's I move over? It says now we have some real serious national support. So everybody on board, all governments, all governors, mayors, all states, everybody on board, man. It says working with the staff is going to be really important, newly and very refreshing to all of us. Blase. It's a point going into mass, going into pre-K to schools, right? Majority. Let me see. It says other executive actions signed Thursday aim to provide clear guidance and resources to safely reopen the majority of K through 8th grade schools in the next 100 days, reimbursing statewide. All right, so that's cool. So you see. But Biden, he ready to clamp down, man. And now we see, let me read this real quick. The Biden administration began shifting pandemic response onto the federal government amid competing narratives about the vaccine distribution plans under Donald Trump. Okay, I thought it said something, but we see he gonna use this the military to do it now. I got another article I want to touch on. See if brothers got some on the comment board. The brother Cabal, Proverbs 27:6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceit. Right, just like Judas when he came to the Lord. There's like, tell us which one is Yahweh Shah who need to take. He said, all right, the one I'm gonna kiss on this cheek, man. But look, that was deceitful. But that's what Esau doing, man. He acting like he gonna help you, but it's really deceit, But let's get into some more, man, on how that Joseph R. Biden, how he about to come down with that wrath. I got another article right here going into his strategy, right? So we got how he's serious on distributing this vaccination, right? And he said it's like a wartime effort. Well, let's see how he gonna roll his plans out, how he gonna make that happen, right? So let me share my screen once again. Got another article and I got a video to back up this article, actually. So here it is. You see, so this is from NBC News. So it says, and what was the date on this? In January 16th. So all these are new articles, man, new news, right? So it says Biden to deploy FEMA. And FEMA the ones with these concentration camps, man. It says Biden to deploy FEMA National Guard as part of National Vaccination Plan, man. So this is how they gonna do that. This is how they go administer the vaccines, man. By way of the National Guard, it says, as we read, Biden has said that his goal is for 100 million doses of the C19 vaccines to be administered within the first 100 days of his presidency. So it says Biden, President-elect Joe Biden, which is now Joe Biden is the actual president. It says on Friday, said he would deploy the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and the National Guard to help set up vaccine clinics across the U.S. as part of an ambitious plan to get shots to millions of Americans. And eventually they're going to be the chip shot, right? I ain't talking about hockey. So it says reminding golf. It says reminding the public that help is soon on the way. Again, he talking about that help, right? Help is soon on the way in a speech from Wilmington, Delaware. It says Biden outlined a 5-part plan to turn frustration to motivation that will get U.S. out of the pandemic. It says under the plan, the White House would enlist the support of FEMA and the National Guard to help set up thousands of community vaccination sites. Now it says thousands. On the other article, it said hundreds. Now it's saying thousands. It says, because again, it got to be a lot of sites set up to have 100 million people vaccinated in a short time of 100 days, man. You know, they got to move fast. It says, and again, this is how they going to start causing people, man, to do what they want. Their hour of temptation, causing people. They're going to take away your so-called rights, take away your so-called comforts, right? You see? And then you're going to have to depend on them. That's what they're doing. That's why they're shutting down so many businesses. That's why they, taking away people income. Because they, in having people trusting this, the stimulus, because they want you to depend on them. So when shit really hit the fan and they take away the little dependence they gave you, now you're going to have, the only thing they got is that chip. And you're going to be caused to get it, man. Or this vaccine, you're going to be caused because you're going to want to get by in a society. They're going to force you under their policies, under their laws, under new mandates, right? Under fear from the military in your face at the checkpoint. You see? So it says under the plan, the White House enlists the support of FEMA and National Guard to set up thousands of community vaccination sites to help states vaccinate more people to support states. Biden said the federal government will fully reimburse states for their use of the National Guard. Under the plan, Biden would also jumpstart efforts to make vaccinations available in all pharmacies across the country and will launch mobile vaccination clinics designed to specifically reach, listen to this, this is where the Israelites come into play. It says also, under the plan, Biden would jumpstart, right? Biden will also jumpstart efforts to make vaccinations available in all pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. Before you can get that your new dose, right, or your prescription stuff, they go ask you updated on your shots? All right, yeah, you got the chip. It says, and will launch mobile, listen to this, and will launch mobile vaccination clinics. Now again, listen to this. It says, and will launch mobile vaccination clinics designed specifically to reach undeserved urban and rural areas, man. Where you niggas at, where you Latinos at. It says, and as we build them, the clinics, right, we will make sure it's done equitably. We'll make sure there are vaccination centers in communities hit hardest by the pandemic in Black and Latino communities and rural communities, man. So it says right here, again, going back right here because it's important, because they're going to launch mobile vaccination clinics. Now, mobile means they're going to better go here, go there, drive here, park in your neighborhood, set up shop, and vaccinate people, right? But it ain't gonna be your, you know how when you draw blood, people give blood. They had the mobile, little tour bus, or when you giving blood, right? It's mobile, and you can come in and get your vaccination whenever you want, right? Well, that's the same thing it's gonna be. But look, it ain't just gonna be nurses who giving it. This is who gonna be giving it while they are mobile, man. Biden to deploy FEMA and National Guard as part of national vaccination plan, man. So this is how they're gonna give it to you. So the National Guard is gonna be the ones who are mobily sent out or mobily launched to get these vaccines in Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American communities, man. I got a vid to play real quick. I got a video to play from the brother in the Missouri camp to prove this, that the National Guard will be sent out, and the ones giving this that vaccination, man.
On the internet, I can get all my information.
All right, here it is. Let me see. Share screen. All right, so this is the brother from the KC camp, man. All right, so this is the brother from the KC camp. So it says it has begun, right? It says it has begun. Now, this is video from yesterday. He did this video yesterday, and if you look on the screen, the video was from 20 hours ago. So this is about 2 days old news, which is current news. So it says Missouri activates National Guard to help with mass C19 vaccinations, man. So this not just again. We into that time, in Habakkuk 2, it says the vision is set for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak and not lie, which mean at the end it's going to start, the prophecies that the prophets are speaking is going to start to show itself, man. It's going to start to manifest itself. So look, we reading right here in this article, for example, right? We read in this article that Biden, he's set to deploy FEMA and National Guard to be the ones to distribute the vaccination, right? We not just reading this no more, man. Now we are seeing it. That's the times we in, man. You see? Now we seeing it, man. I'm gonna play the brother vid.
Missouri hopes to speed up the process of getting Missourians vaccinated by calling in some help. Fox News' Blair Lede, she's live downtown St. Louis with more on his call to the National Guard. Good morning, Blair.
Good morning to you, Margie. Well, the National Guard soldiers are self-proclaimed heroes who go into communities to help however and whenever they are needed. And now the governor is hoping that they can put boots to the ground and really speed up this process in getting more residents vaccinated against COVID-19. So Governor Parson, he says each team will be able to administer as many as 2,500 doses a day. To boost efforts, the first mass vaccination site opens this week. 30-member vaccination teams made up of National Guard troops will break off into the 9 different highway patrol regions. Special 4-member teams will be here in St. Louis and also in Kansas City. There they can home in on the most vulnerable populations in the state's major cities. Now, they will be giving the shots and doing paperwork that goes along with getting vaccinated. Health officials say they're challenged when it comes to getting people registered, putting their information in a database. The biggest challenge still the availability of the vaccines. Health officials in the densely populated St. Louis County saying they've only gotten around 4,000 to 5,000 doses of the vaccine, but they have more than 200,000 people already signed up and on the waiting list to receive their shots. Now, the governor says they're expecting more than 76,000 more doses and another 76,000 doses by the end of next week. The other mass vaccination sites are expected to open by the end of this month. Reporting live from downtown St. Louis, I'm Blair Lede, Fox 2 News.
You see? Now the brother, he about to, speak. The brother had a beautiful lesson, man, an informative lesson. So I'm gonna, play the brother vid for a little bit, and we'll hop back into the lesson. But as you can see, we're not just reading articles no more, man. We're not just reading it no more. We seeing it, man. Again, Habakkuk 2, man. Let's get it real quick. Let's snag it real quick, man. So that's why prophecy is so beautiful, man. That's why prophecy should comfort us. You see, you got, for example, now how we've been saying the military is going to be the one to come down and do this and that. Now we are seeing it, right? So what these people going to do, these other camps who've been saying that the chip ain't the mark of the beast, when that start being shown in the earth even more so, because the ones who have ears to hear and eyes to see it and hear it, understand it, right? But what these other camps going to do and other people going to do who was denying and scoffing against the chip being a mark when they truly implement it, man. Like the brother just said, right? The brother said exciting times, right? Right, exciting times, man. You see? Right, Yahushua could come back any day now, right? We got a couple prophecies we looking forward to that have to happen before the Lord come back. Like I said in 2 Thessalonians 2, that they shall not come, talking about the day Yahushua, he said, except there come a falling away first, which that's one of the things that happened already, us falling away from our heritage. But now, like I said, Baruch, we coming back to who we are in captivity. So scratch that off the list. And it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, man. So Yahushua can't come back until the man of sin, the son of perdition, be revealed. Well, guess what? That's been going on. Esau have been revealed, man. Going back way to our apostles, man. Way back to their elders, man. How much more now? That's why now he like, oh, it's too much. Too much coming out. Let's censor this shit, man. You see? Come on, man.
Hey, Shalom, my camp. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to you.
I know what you're.
Hey, Shalom, Terrible on the coming board, too.
Thank you. I need a job.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
But you gotta keep it.
Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, it's starting. It's starting.
Right,
That's
like
all I'm gonna say.
the brother says, start a quick precept from the brother Cabal. And again, Shalom, Terrible on the coming board. Yahweh Shema Shai, Brakatham. Jeremiah 8:15. It says, we looked for peace, but no good came. Right. It says, and for a time of health, and behold trouble. Come on, man. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that, man. Looking for peace. It says looking for peace, but trouble came. What not? Hey, what America's looking for right now? Behind Joe Biden, peace, comfort, build back better. But only trouble gonna come. A time of health, a time of healing the nation, coming back, and we all can do it, and we are one. But only trouble gonna come, man. And that trouble gonna be Jacob's trouble, man. Which shall come upon all the world, man. Now, the fact that remind me of this real quick. You kind of got something that say that in 2 Ezra 5, I believe. Let me see. 2 Ezra 5. Yeah, here you go. And 9, because this is the times we coming into. It says 2 Ezra 5 and 9. It says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself. And what's wit, man? That's your mental sharpness, your acuity, in other words, man. Right? Your focus, your understanding. So it says, then, so when all hell break loose, it says, then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. That's why it's important to be in that secret place of the Lord. Because if you're not in that secret place of the Lord, when all hell breaking loose, you ain't gonna find it, and you ain't gonna have no comfort. You ain't gonna have no protection, man. You gonna feel naked, man. Naked, left. It says, and shall be, it says, an understanding shall withdraw itself into a secret chamber. And what's another example of that? The censoring of prophets, man. The famine of the word. That's that understanding. That's that wit withdrawing itself into the secret chambers. Woo! Hey, because again, and each one of us, we are our own chamber, right? We are the temple, right? And that knowledge is supposed to be in us, right? So if you don't have it, it's not within you, then you just gonna be assed out. You know, like those foolish virgins. You know, those foolish virgins, they didn't have that oil within their lamps. They wasn't in that secret chamber, man. But the wise did. It says, and shall be sought of many. So this understanding the truth, it says, shall be sought of many, and yet shall not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. And when you go into the word incontinency, it says it's a lack of self-restraint, man. Right? Uncontrolled. So everybody in that day, they're gonna lose it. Like Jerusalem say, when nobody have nothing else to lose, they lose it, man. When nobody have, you ain't got your house no more because you already was homeless. You ain't got no job because ain't nobody working anyway. The nation didn't stop. You see? You probably got the new disease that's gonna come out. Your wife got the chip. You see your wife get raped and all that. That's what's gonna come. So once that happened, like I said, Yahushua, when iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Iniquity is lawlessness, man. So when that start happening, people stop caring. Come on, man. It's gonna be all hell out here. So it says, and it shall be multiplied on the earth, and one land shall ask another and say, and this gonna be the time that the troops gonna be sent out. This gonna be the time that's gonna be the famine of the word, gonna be the time concentration camps and checkpoints. Because it says right here, one land shall ask another and say, it's righteousness that make a man righteous going through thee, and it shall say no. Right? Hey, you shit. Ain't gonna be nobody hoping doing good in that day. Ain't nobody, because again, the city's gonna be shut down. It says, and at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. So they're gonna be looking for the truth and hoping, but nothing gonna come from it, man. Nothing gonna come from it, you know. Just wanted to line back off there, brother precept that Jeremiah 8 and 15.
They finna go through. This devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath, and they made specific statement. They said Southeast Missouri and Kansas City, the most vulnerable populations, meaning they finna roll troops.
And again, the ad, Joe Biden got in office on the 20th. The boy that did this video on the 21st, his first day in office, he sent them troops out. He wasn't playing, man. Well, shit, really, the Lord ain't playing, you know?
All Negroes, Hispanic, and Native American neighborhoods, man. This shit is getting ready to turn up, brothers. So, hey, man, you got to be on the watch. And hey, we told you this guy Biden was going to do. We told you that Biden was the devil, man. I mean, that's first day of being in office, and already here they come. Operation Warp Speed. They're not playing, man, okay? This is going to test to see who's really down for Yahweh Shem Yahushua or not, because I'm going to tell you like this. The state of Missouri is considered a red state. I'm not saying they may be met with some type of opposition. They're going to be met with some type of force, because it's a lot of patriotic devils down here that was once military or ex-military, and they really believe in their civil freedom. So this can very well cause some type of standoff here in the state of Missouri alone. All right. And with that being said, the guards are going to be on high alert. So I don't know how the Most High going to make this thing go, because I'm going to tell you straightforward, like American soldiers, they're not really with gunning down their own people. So I look at it more as a thing of detainment. Like if you refuse it, then they can hold you indefinitely, you know, and whatever they do to you behind closed doors, it will never get out to the public. But the foreign troops, that's another thing too, because a lot of these American troops are really not with this, because what they consider patriotic. Like she stated first, she even said it. She said they're self-proclaimed heroes. So they're gonna have to send a lot of these foreign troops in here to do a lot of the picking up the work, you know, a lot of the groundwork, because they'll just blow your damn top off. They won't think anything about it. But this is starting, man. This is the start of Jacob's trouble. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is beautiful times we're living in. I'm actually excited. Right. All right, my adrenaline is pumping right now, because I'm like, oh shit, you know, the Lord may give us that power, man, you know, to be able to do some things out here. But you know, we'll see how things go.
That's right, man. But you see, you could check that brother vid out at GMS Kansas City, man. You see, but we're in those times again. We ain't just reading articles no more, man. These things are actually happening, man.
Lewis, and also in Kansas City. There they can home in on the most patrol regions. Special vaccination site opens this week. 30-member vaccination teams made up of National Guard troops will break off into the 9 different highway patrol regions. Special 4-member teams will be here in St. Louis and also in Kansas City. There they can home in on the most vulnerable populations in the state's major cities. Now, they will be giving the shots and doing paperwork that goes along with getting vaccinated. Health officials say they're challenged when it comes to getting people registered and putting their the state's major cities. Now, they will be giving the shots and doing paperwork that goes along with getting vaccinated.
Hey, what that is? That's your They said they're gonna not only gonna give the shot, right, but give you paperwork to go along with it. That's your vaccine records, man, to make sure you updated on your shots. So when you go into different businesses, go into different establishments, or say if it's a checkpoint, right? It's a checkpoint by the military, and they just pulling random cars over. Let me see your latest records. If you don't got them, then they gonna give it to you right there, or just take you into the clinic, man, or the concentration camp. You see? Let me play that back, man. So you gonna have to leave with some paperwork after you get vaccinated, man, and that's your record, so they know. And they just gonna keep up a records forever. They just gonna move that to the chip, which is gonna be easier because remember Esau. He make everything convenient. That's why he couldn't wait to Jacob finish fixing the food. He had to have it now. You see? Well, look, the vaccine, you ain't got to worry about carrying no paper around and losing it. No, we're going to have everything in the system by way of your chip. You see?
There they can home in on the most vulnerable populations in the state's major cities. Now, they will be giving the shots and doing paperwork that goes along with getting vaccinated. Health officials say they're...
You see that? So let's go back to this article, man. I just wanted to get that to show we not just... And look, we read it in the article, and we got it from a brother, right? From a brother on this actually happening. And again, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Right? Let me make sure my days right. Okay, so it's the 23rd. So that was 2 days ago. That was 2 days ago, man. Right? Now, that's 2 days in office. He already got them out there doing that. Now, going back to his plan, he planned to have thousands of them. So that was just the first one. But other ones coming, to a city near you. To a city near you, man. So going back to it, it says right here, back on the NBC article, Biden to deploy FEMA and National Guard as a part of national vaccination. Matter of fact, man, hold on. Let me get some pre-subs. Salaki. Let me see if everybody's got something on the comment board. Let me get a couple pre-subs, man. All right, hold on. And again, shalom to everybody on the comment board. But let me get this real quick, because this is what it's gonna come down to. This is because they're talking about moving quick. All right, they ain't got time. 100 million in 100 days. Well, this just was going to happen because remember, it says the devil know he got a short time. If you know you got a short time, you have to move quick, aka Operation Warp Speed, man. This is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy, right, Esau, Edom, when the enemy coming like a flood, it says the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And that's why that brother mentioned, the Lord may give us powers, man. Because when the enemy come in like a flood, Esau coming in quick. Think about it, when a flood come in, like that movie, man, I hope they don't click it. I ain't gonna play it, man. Off that movie, I believe it's Deep Blue Sea with your boy LL Cool J. With the big shark, with that big shark, and the shark broke in. Soon as that glass burst, all that water came in quick, man. That's how Esau go come in with his military. Quick, man. You ain't gonna be expecting it. You see? Then we already read in the article, they said they're gonna have mobile vaccination. Let me see. I don't wanna go back to it. I'm gonna go back to the article. But it was saying how they had they're gonna have a group sent out mobile, man. That's coming in. You going into different neighborhoods, locking down, man. Especially when it gets serious again. A false flag still could happen, and they're gonna have to bring forth more draconian laws, man. But it says, and when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And the enemy that's coming in like a flood is Esau Edom. You know, he got to get his new world order. Let me get that. He got to get his new world order cranked up, man. That's why he got his space force so he can fight the Lord. Everything is falling into the hands of prophecy right now, man. We seeing it play out. Let me snag this real quick. Revelation 3. It's like it for, you know, just bringing out a couple precepts. But it's Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? Because we have continued in this truth, continued in our belief through the suffering. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. So if we endure, continue to believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, no matter what we go through, the Lord said He's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. Now, this hour of temptation is talking about when the mark of the beast be implemented, man. Right? When you go have, in order for you to get by in society, in order for you to buy and sell, in order for you, you feel me, to somewhat go back to normalcy, you're going to have to take this mark of the beast, and everybody going to be tried with it. But as we are getting right now with the Maxine, is a prelude to the hour of temptation. This Maxine will be a prelude to what it's going to be like being tempted with that chip. Because again, this Maxine go be mandated, man. There's gonna come a point in time where it ain't gonna no longer be optional. Just like the mask. Again, the mask when it first came out was optional. Now you have to have a mask on. Well, this Maxine is optional. It's gonna come up a point in time where you're gonna have to get the Maxine. You see? But that's that hour temptation. But look, coming into this getting that shot, everybody gonna be tempted, man. And he gonna cause, let's get Revelation 13. Because this is how he gonna do it. Revelation 13:16. And he talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, by way of his system, this beast system, right? And America is in the forefront of pushing a new world order. Like the new world came by way of America, because America came out of Britain, right? And begin the new world. Well, out of the new world, America go come to new world order, man. They got to get cranked up with this place. You see, America got to get on board, man. And that's what we had now, because the whole world pretty much ready to get down with the plan, man. America, hey, Esau got to get this place right, man. And we coming upon that though. So Revelation 13:16, and he cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. So this government, right, by way of their policies, right, by way of their laws, different mandates, right, they're gonna cause you to take this chip in order to buy and sell, because it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you ain't gonna better get by society without this chip. Just like the prelude we in now, you ain't gonna better get by society without this vaccination, man. It's just a trial run to see what it's gonna be like for the true hour of temptation, you know. But this chip is something that's put in you, charagma, man, something that's inserted in you. Because people could say, well, look, we got the RFID chip in our phones. That's true. We got the RFID chip in our debit cards. That's true. But it's a charagma though, for that word mark, something that gotta be in you. I don't see people buying and selling with Apple Pay with their cell phone charagma into them, man. You see, I don't see nobody walking around with a debit card, the Russell Simmons Rush card. You feel me? The baby fat form Rush card in their hand, man. But what can you buy and sell with that's able to go in you, man? The RFID microchip. You see? The RFID microchip, and this is what we coming into. This is what the enemy, being the head enemy, the so-called white man, how he want to crank up his new world order. Everybody must have this chip. Now, will he fulfill it? No. But the Heavenly Father will let this man get a certain lent into, you feel me, his new world order, then he go put a stop to it, man. As it's saying Job, when he's about to fill his belly, when he about to fulfill his new world order, it says then the Most High gonna judge him, right? And we are in the beginning stages of him working towards fulfilling his new world order, man. Right? And let me let's get back to the article. I gotta read it one more. Let me just get out of here. Read a little bit of the article. Got one more precept. We'll get out of here. So it says also under the. Oh, I ain't even share my screen now. It's a lot. Here we go. I'm gonna share that. Hold on, let me pull it back up. The article. Here we go. All right. So it says back on the article. All right, so it says Biden to deploy FEMA National Guard as part of National Vaccination Plan. I'm gonna jump back down to where we was. So continuing on, it says also under the plan, Biden would also, nope, we went right here. It was right. Yep, that was. It says Biden would also jumpstart efforts to make vaccinations available in all pharmacies across the country and will launch mobile vaccination clinics designed to specifically reach underserved urban and rural areas, man. So they go be specifically sent out to you niggas and Mexicans, man, and Native Americans. It says as we build them, right? As we build these different centers, which most likely going to turn into concentration camps, as we build them, we will make sure it's done equitably. We'll make sure there are vaccination centers in communities hit hardest by the pandemic in Black and Latino communities and rural communities as well, man. So they go send troops into your neighborhoods. Troops go be all in the hood, man. All right, with needles. You see, the niggas gonna get scared, right, and go get their vaccine, man. You know. And if it ain't gonna be enough, if it ain't gonna be a lot of people getting it, then what? Just like that movie The Purge. Y'all remember that movie, The First Purge, that just came out? The first Purge that just came out, and it wasn't enough people killing each other, right? It wasn't enough Jake killing each other. So what Esau did, he called in mercenary troops to go kill him. He called in the what? The military, certain military troops to go kill him, right? So if enough people don't get their vaccines, then what? Esau, he gonna do what? Cause a false flag, man. So people have to get them. Again, man, hey, watch Esau movies. He putting what he gonna do in those movies, man. Again, it's called The First Purge. And again, in that movie, man, I really want to show it, but I don't know if they're gonna strike my. In that movie, they was putting chips in people, right? In that movie, they was targeting the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Just like what we reading right here. Just like what we reading right here, man. Now, why my shit keep? So like, hold on. Just like what we reading right here. My shit tripping, man. All right, here we go. Just like what we're reading right here, man. So it says, going back to Biden, deploying this FEMA, and who they go to? The Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And let me see where I'm at, man. That's pretty much it, man. Cause I gotta get out of here, but I do want to get some more. So it says the plan will also launch new ways of getting shots to high risk. Matter of fact, before I get that, let me get my precept, and then I'll just read it out. And I'm coming. And I'll just read it out and get out of here. 2nd Ezra 16, because it says these military troops gonna be what? Sent out to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. People in poverty. So this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Talking about these troops, man, whether it be mercenaries, whether it be the National Guard, like we reading, right? So it says, And they shall take away certain of you. Take away you and why? Why? Where they gonna bring you? They just go take you out the house and just leave you in your front yard. It just the door's still open. Where as soon as they pull off, you can just walk back in. No, they ain't gonna just take you out the house. They gonna take you and bring you somewhere, man. They gonna take you and bring you to a camp. That's why it says right here, also under the bill, under the plan, Biden would jumpstart efforts to make vaccinations available in all pharmacies across the country and would launch mobile vaccination clinics designed specifically to reach unserved urban and rural areas, man. Those mobile troops being sent out, and what they gonna do? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. They gonna give you this shot, man. They gonna give you this vaccination, and eventually they're gonna take you to that camp. They either give you that vaccination or give you the chip, man. They ain't just go take you out the house and just say, "No, stay right here." No, man. It's just everybody in the neighborhood is in their front yard, man. No, they're gonna throw you into that van. That's why Yahweh Shai told them when 70 AD was coming. When you see these troops come in, the abomination that maketh desolate, run, man. Run. Because they ain't coming there to be your friend, man. Run. But now, Jake nowadays, when say Jake see troops pull up in the hood, in their neighborhood or whatever, Jake gonna do what? Hop on the YouTube, hop on the Instagram live, and start videoing. And what the troops go do in that day, man? Shoot your ass, man. Well, it's gonna say it right here. It says, for behold, it says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them. So the ones who go to these military troops for help, right? The ones who go there and look for comfort and where to go and what to do, go to these people. What they gonna do? It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot, man. Trodden underfoot, man. They gonna throw your ass in the van. Probably you a woman, rape you. Shit, even you a man, knowing Esau, rape you. You see, torture you, right? All kind of experiments on you. Yeah, man. That's what it's gonna come to. And this who they coming for. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, man. Now, of course, in this time, only the elected nation of Israel are going to truly fear the Lord. But our people in the whole, we are a spiritual people as Israelites, man. You see? We are spiritual people as Israelites. All our people have a certain type of fear of the Most High, man. Like I said, our people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Right? So right here is naming Jacob's trouble, because the ones who have a fear of the Lord, right, or a belief in the Lord, are mainly the Israelites, man. And that's the ones who they want to come at. Really, they want to come at the elect according to Revelation 12. They want to come at the ones who know the truth. But they don't know exactly which ones are the elect, so they go come at everybody. Like Yahweh Shai, when he was being born, I've been saying this like the last 4 or 5 lessons. When Yahweh Shai was born, Herod, he didn't know which exact son was Yahweh Shai. So he said, just go kill all the newborns then. We maybe might get them. So that's what Esau hoped to do today, because Herod, he was an Edomite, right? His daughter was Antipater Idumea. You see? But that's what they're doing today. We are the temple. When they come and try to sack this new temple, it ain't a building, so it's the people. They coming after the people, but they don't know specifically who is who, so they're coming after all Israel. Hence Jacob's trouble, man. So it says, let me get this in Revelation 12 real quick to show you they want the elect. Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon, right, which is Esau, his system, and the dragon, by way of his government, was wroth with the woman being Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, the elect, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. That's who Esau really want, man. But again, he don't know who is who, so he coming after everybody. So it says back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And they shall be like madmen, sparing none. And who gonna be like madmen? These ones who will be coming, man. These troops, sparing none. It says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. You see that? You see that? So it got some other stuff in this article, but I'll read a little bit more, ended off on this. So us in this truth, seeing all these things coming, these next few verses, this is what we hope to be a part of right here, man. It says, well, not this one, but the next one. It says, for there shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall be known who are my chosen, man. So once the enemy come in like a flood, then the Lord gonna give certain men power. Or if it don't be power right on spot, when a brother have power to fight back, right? Through the spirit of the Lord that the Lord give him, it might be he might let troops take you to the concentration camp. And in the concentration camp, the Lord work a miracle to save you out of that, man. So if you get grabbed up, don't be sad and doubt like, damn, I thought the Lord said we was going to eat, we was going to, drink in time of famine while he let the troops get me. And you lose hope and faith and get the chip. No, man, don't do that. The Lord ain't sending you there to just be there and be a 2/3. No, the Lord sending you there to work a miracle, man. Again, if Daniel would have never went in the lion's den, we would have never had that story today of him getting saved out of it, man. Before Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was saved out of the fire, they had to be put in the fire, man. You see? So the same thing for us. If we get in a certain scenario, predicament, hey, the Lord, look, he ain't gonna just leave us there, man. That's why I said strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Even if we get put to death, right? And I ended, even if we get put to death, man, look, it said our works gonna follow us, and we gonna be the first ones beamed up when Yahushua come back. But it could be the Lord how Esau put you to death. Now Yahushua said the works that he do, we shall do greater. Well, one of the works the Lord did was raise from the dead. Man, even if we might die in Jacob's trouble, we still could raise and be raised with power, man, and go, do what they do, man. Right? But it says, this shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in a fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. At hand meaning they here. They here, man. The days of trouble are here. Like I said, it ain't gonna be no longer put off. It ain't gonna be no longer put off, man. The days of trouble are here, and we see them. Matter of fact, we are in them, man. It says the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves, man. And that's ultimately what it's going to come to. You see, once we get into everything we're coming into, we got to keep that faith. We got to continue to endure, Lord willing. You see, right, I get there by the precept and I end it. Ezekiel 12:28, therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh, power, man. And that's the time we in. We ain't just gonna be prophesying forever, man. Now it's time for the things to come to pass, and the Lord about to work, man. You see? But hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Just wanted to, hit on that news. You see, something to look out for. When these troops come in with these vaccines, they ain't coming for good, man. And that's Joe Biden plan. So things about to move quick. We're gonna have to be on our shit, Not saying we already not, but even more so, But with that, that's all I pretty much got. The water for everybody who tuned in. The water Akim for y'all precepts. I want to Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rachakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there pushing this word with our truth and sincerity. And to all you believers out there as well, man, who believe in on the gospel. Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rachakwadash, Barakatam to all y'all. Hey, shit, we almost out of here, man. And shit, Lord willing, I meet you on the chariot. You see? Lord willing, I meet you on the chariot, man. Hey, but shit, I have a thumb with that. Shalom.